Hey there guys, EctoMaster here. We're back with more Legion Beta. I almost said Alpha. I know. It took me forever to get to say Alpha, and now it's Beta, and yeah. Anyways, we're taking a look at the Paladin talents, so let's take a look at those. Alright, so we start off right off the bat with Retribution, so we're just gonna go right up the top. Retribution, your primary stat is Strength. It's a righteous crusader who judges and punishes opponents with weapons of holy magic. And you get Crusader Strike, Judgment, Divine Storm, Blade of Justice, Templar's Verdict, and Flash of Light for healing. Oh look, they're all like colored now. They're not grayed out. Anyways, they are a standard hero, so starting at level 15, we have Final Verdict. Increases the damage done by Templar's Verdict and Divine Storm by 20%. Execution Sentence. A hammer slowly falls from the sky, dealing X holy damage after 7.9 seconds. That really does take a long time. Consecration. Consecrates the land beneath you, causing X holy damage over 8.8 seconds to enemies who enter the area. So that would be nice to have. I always like Consecration. Level 30, we have the Fires of Justice. Reduces the cooldown of Crusader Strike by 1 second and gives it a 25% chance to reduce the cost of your next damaging or healing holy power ability by 1. Zeal replaces Crusader Strike. Strike target for X physical damage, maximum of 2 charges. Grants Zeal, causing Zeal attacks to chain to an additional nearby target per stack. Maximum 3 stacks. Each jump deals 40% less damage. And Greater Judgment. Your Judgment cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds and jumps to 3 additional nearby enemies. Each jump deals 35% less damage. At level 45, we have Fist of Justice. Your damage dealing abilities that spend holy power reduce the remaining cooldown of Hammer of Justice by 8 seconds. Repentance forces an enemy target to meditate, incapacitating the target and dealing up to a maximum of 25% of the target's health. Oh man, that's a long sentence. And damage over 1 minute. Usable against demons, dragonkin, giant humanoids, and undead. Blinding Light emits dazzling light in all directions, blinding enemies within 10 yards, dealing X damage, causing them to wander disoriented for 6 seconds. Non-holy damage will break the disorient effect. At level 60, we have Virtue's Blade. Blade of Justice. Critical strikes now deal 3 times normal damage. I really wish they would, like, not put so many words like that together. Reading it is hard. It's a hard thing, guys. Reading is hard. Blade of Wrath, it replaces Blade of Justice, strikes an enemy with the Blade of Wrath, dealing X holy damage. It generates 2 holy power. Divine Hammer replaces Blade of Justice. Divine Hammers spin around you, damaging enemies within 8 yards for X holy damage instantly and every 2 seconds for 7.9 seconds. Level 75, we have Justicar's Vengeance. A weapon strike that deals X holy damage and restores health equal to the damage done. Deals 100% additional damage and healing when used against a stunned target. Eye for an Eye reduces physical damage you take by 35% and instantly counteracts any enemy that strikes you in melee combat for X physical damage. It lasts 10 seconds. And Word of Glory. Heal yourself for up to 5 friendly targets within 15 yards for X, maximum of 2 charges. Which is interesting because Word of Glory right now is an ability that you learn as you level. And it is used to help heal yourself. It doesn't matter what spec you are, it helps you. At level 90, we have Divine Intervention. Reduces your Divine Shield cooldown by 50%. In addition, any attack which would kill you instead reduces you to 20% of your maximum health and triggers Divine Shield. Cannot occur while Divine Shield is on cooldown or Forbearance is active. Divine Steed summons your holy mount to ride for 3 seconds, increasing movement speed by 100%, usable while indoors or in combat. And Seal of Light draws you upon your holy energy to increase your movement speed by 20% for 20 seconds per holy power spent. Level 100, we have Divine Purpose. Your holy power consuming abilities have a 20% chance to make your next holy power consuming ability free. Crusade replaces Avenging Wrath, increases your damage and haste by 2% for 20 seconds. Each holy power spent during Sanctified Wrath increases damage and haste by an additional 2%. There is a maximum of 15 stacks. And Equality deals holy damage to up to 4 enemies within 10 yards, equal to 150% of your missing health. Deals 35% of the missing health against enemy players. There you have it. So let's move on to Protection. Prot Palais. Alright, so level 15, we're looking for anything, of course, along the way that is the same, like Blinding Light, Repentance, Fists of Justice, you know, things like that. I don't think Fists of Justice. Anyways, First Avenger at level 15 increases the damage of Avenger's Shield by 50% and increases the chance for its remaining cooldown to be reset by abilities and talents by 50%, but it now hits only one target. Hand of the Protector calls down the light to heal a friendly target for 25% of the target's missing health. It replaces Light of the Protector. And Consecrated Hammer. Hammer of the Righteous has no cooldown and always gains the damage bonus of Consecration. Level 30, we have Holy Shield. Increases your block chance by 10%, allows you to block spells, and your successful blocks deal X holy damage to your attacker. Knight Templar reduces the cooldown of Divine Steed by 50%, and reduces all damage taken while mounted on your Divine Steed by 20%. And Last Defender. Each enemy within 8 yards reduces the damage that you take by 3%. This effect has diminishing returns. Level 45, there's Fist of Justice. The other two we have seen. Judgment reduces the remaining cooldown of Hammer of Justice by 10 seconds. And the others we won't worry about for 45. Level 60, we have Blessing of Spell Warding. Replaces Blessing of Protection. Places a blessing on a party or raid member, protecting them from all magical attacks for 10 seconds. Cannot be used on a target with Forbearance. Causes Forbearance for 30 seconds. Blessing of Salvation places a blessing on a party or raid member, temporarily removing all threat from the target and causing all additional threat generated to be transferred to you. It lasts 10 seconds. And Retribution Aura. You deal X holy damage to any enemy whose melee attack strikes a non-tank party or raid member within 60 yards. Level 75, we have Bastion of Light. Immediately grants 3 charges of Shield of the Righteous. Crusader's Judgment. Judgment can also trigger Grand Crusader. And Blessed Hammer. Replaces Hammer of the Righteous. Throws a Blessed Hammer that spirals outward, dealing X holy damage to enemies that it hits, and causing them to deal 15% less damage to you on their next auto attack. At level 90, we have Aegis of Light. Channels an Aegis of Light that protects you and all allies standing within 10 yards behind you for 6 seconds, reducing all damage taken by 20%. Judgment of Light. Judgment now applies Judgment of Light to the target, causing the next 40 successful attacks against the target to heal the attacker for X. This effect can only occur once per 1 second on each target. And Consecrated Ground. Up to 6 allies standing within your consecration receive X healing every 1 second, and enemies within your consecration have 50% reduced movement speed. Finally, level 100, we have Righteous Protector. Shield of the Righteous reduces the remaining cooldown of the Light of the Protector by 3 seconds. Seraphim. The light temporarily magnifies your power, increasing your haste, critical strike, mastery, and versatility by 750. Consumes up to 2 charges of the Shield of the Righteous and lasts 8 seconds per charge. And Final Stand. When you use Divine Shield, you also taunt all targets within 15 yards. Alright, so tank, its primary stat is strength as well. And then there's Holy. Let's get to Holy. Strangely, this is what Sasquatch used to play all the time. Holy. So Holy is the healer spec. Primary stat is Intellect. Invokes the power of the light to protect and him to heal. See, I told you, he's just... See, for me, invokes the power of the light to protect and heal. To put 2 in there again, for me, it throws off the flow of the sentence. Invokes the power of the light to protect and heal. Invokes the power of the light to protect and to heal. Just, I don't know. Anyways, Flash of Light, Holy Shock, Beacon of Light, Holy Light, Light of the Martyr, and Light of the Dawn. Or Light of Dawn. Whatever. Alright. 45 we're just going to skip. 30 we're going to skip 1. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Divine Purpose we'll probably skip. No, we'll read it. It's different. Alright, so level 15 we have Bestow Faith. Infuse a friendly target with Faith for 5 seconds, healing them for X at the end. Light's Hammer hurls a light-infused hammer into the ground, where it blasts a 10-yard radius every 2 seconds for 14 seconds. Each blast deals X holy damage to enemies and heals up to 6 allies for X. Crusader's Might. Crusader's Strike reduces the cooldown of Holy Shock and Light of the Dawn for 1.5 seconds. Divine Steed we have seen. Unbreakable Spirit reduces the cooldown of your Divine Shield, Divine Protection, and Lay on Hands by 30%. Rule of Law increases the range of your heals and the reach of Mastery Lightbringer by 50% for 10 seconds. Repentance, Blinding Light we have seen, and Hammer of Justice is the same as well. So, moving on. Devotion Aura. Allies within 10 yards take 20% reduced damage, split over the number of allies in the aura. While Aura Mastery is active, all affected allies gain the full damage reduction. Aura of Sacrifice. While you're above 75% health, 10% of all damage taken by your allies within 10 yards is redirected to you. While Aura Mastery is active, 10% of all effective healing you deal is replicated to all allies in the aura. And Aura of Mercy. Restores X health to 3 injured allies within 10 yards every 1 second. While Aura Mastery is active, heals all allies in the aura instead of 3. That's level 60. Level 75, Divine Purpose. Light of Dawn and Holy Shock have a 15% chance to not start their cooldown and make their next cast free. Holy Avenger increases your haste by 30% and your Holy Shock healing by 30% for 20 seconds. Holy Prism. A beam of light turns the target into a holy prism. An enemy target takes X holy damage and radiates X healing to 5 nearby allies within 15 yards. A friendly target is healed for X and radiates X holy damage to 5 nearby enemies within 15 yards. Level 90 we have Fervent Martyr. Casting Holy Light or Flash of Light on your Beacon of Light. I'm just going to call it Beacon of Light. Why not? Reduces the cost of your next Light of the Martyr by 35% stacking. Sanctified Wrath. Avenging Wrath lasts 50% longer and also reduces Holy Shock's cooldown by 50% for its duration. And Judgment of Light. Judgment now applies Judgment of Light to the target, causing the next 40 successful attacks against the target to heal the attacker for X. This effect can only occur once per 1 second on each target. Need that drink. Beacon of Faith. Mark a second target as a beacon, mimicking the effects of Beacon of Light. Your heals will now heal both of your beacons, but at 20% reduced effectiveness. Beacon of the Lightbringer. Mastery of Lightbringer now increases your healing based on the target's proximity to either you or your beacon of light, whichever is closer. The healing and range of Light of Dawn are increased by 30%. And Beacon of Virtue replaces a Beacon of Light. Apply a Beacon of Light to your target and 3 injured allies within 30 yards for 8 seconds. Your heals will heal all of them for 40% of the amount healed. So, what's really interesting is level 100 is all about that Beacon of Light, rather than anything special. So there you have it, guys. That is the Paladin. Whether or not we do any more with the Paladin, I don't know. We'll leave Lightsworn here for a little bit. I'm going to be doing the Priest next, so stick around because everything else, it's going to be coming soon. And if you like this, don't forget to subscribe, favorite, share, all the comments, leave them. Do it! Do it now! Bye.